Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight, Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde face imprisonment and death. Hello, welcome everyone, welcome. Hello Tuba, hello Noel, hello Kathy, hello Felix, come in, welcome, sit yourselves down. And Happiness 3, hello Happiness, welcome Happiness, it's good to see you. Take up a seat, sit yourself down, get yourself ready for tonight's show as we read the tale of Sir Tristram, one of my favourite knights in all the world. So sit yourself down. I'll do a catch up, don't worry, to bring you up to speed before we get into tonight's tale, just in case you're feeling a little bit out of place and are wondering where to pick up from and where to continue tonight's tale. Well, we'll get all of that sorted. So hello everyone. Although by the looks of it, it seems that Periscope has done its peculiar little thing where it's not telling me when folk are coming through at the moment, but that's okay. Hello Kathy. Kathy's popping back in. It'll all get itself sorted in the end. How is everyone this evening? I should ask. How are we all? Can we get some comments popping up? I know comments sometimes disappear. There we go. I know that folk is disappearing because it says that Frankie's sharing stuff and I can't even see. No, I can't see Frankie. Hello, Frankie. Hello. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's tale. We'll give it another couple of minutes before we get into tonight's story. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Felix. I can see those lovely comments after all. Welcome, Taurus. Hello, Tuba. Hello, guys. I hope you're all feeling wonderful this evening. I'm looking forward to tonight's tale. The week is almost over, ladies and gents, which is what we want to hear. We want the nice weekend popping along, don't we? That's what we like. But as I say, another couple of minutes. We get until it gets to 9:05 over here. Of course, I'm aware as well that for lots of people, we're at a different time. So hello on the replay. A request for some Emily Bronte. Well, actually, Kathy, tomorrow night for Poetry Live, because we're doing a Halloween special and because we're going to have some fun graveyard poetry, we will be doing some Emily Bronte. For Emily was one of the great graveyard poets of the, I won't say Norwegian time, I mean the Victorian time, the Victorians. In the Victorian time, Emily Bronte was a famous, well-respected graveyard poet. So we will be doing some Emily tomorrow. So I'm glad that you think that's awesome. We are in for a treat. Anyway, tonight we are telling the tale of Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde. Hello, Queen. Come in. Sit yourself down. Welcome to tonight's tale. Tonight we tell the tale of Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde, both of them now stuck in prison, facing certain death at the hands of the evil knight Sir Brenor. Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde, two lovers who fell in love when Sir Tristram had to travel to Ireland to seek a cure for a poisonous wound he'd been given. The two of them fell in love then, but Sir Tristram had to depart to Cornwall, and in Cornwall, hello Rob, in Cornwall, King Mark, who is Sir Tristram's lord, heard tales of how beautiful the Lady Isolde was, and hearing that she was a beautiful lady, decided that he would have her for his wife. And so King Mark has sent Sir Tristram off to Ireland to fetch the Lady Isolde. Sir Tristram, loving the Lady Isolde, has put aside all of his own feelings to bring her back for his lord, King Mark. The Lady Isolde's father, King Anguish, would have much rather that Sir Tristram was the one to marry the Lady Isolde. The Lady Isolde would much rather have had King Sir Tristram marry her than King Mark. But knowing that sometimes true love cannot be, that the mother of the Lady Isolde, the Queen of Ireland, gave Isolde a magic potion that if she drank it and if King Mark drank it together at the same time, the two of them would fall helplessly in love. The Queen thought this would be some kind of marital aid to help the new couple in their life. Unfortunately, the Lady Isolde, not realising what this potion was, and Sir Tristram, thinking it was nothing but some wine, have drank that potion together on their crossing over into England, and so without realising it, these two lovers have cemented their love for each other, a love that not even the bounds of marriage and fealty to King Mark will overcome. Now though, these two, having landed upon England's shores, have instantly been taken capture by the knight Branor, who has sworn to fight with Sir Tristram to the death and to put the Lady Isolde to the death as well. Ladies and gents, we join these two as they are in prison tonight to find out what these two lovebirds will do and if Sir Tristram can find a way for them to escape and get themselves free. Ladies and gents, welcome to tonight's episode of Morte D'Arthur. Thus, as Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde were in prison, it happened that a knight and a lady came to them where they were to cheer them. "I have marvelled," said Sir Tristram, "unto the knight and the lady what is the cause and the lord of this castle held us in prison. For it was never the custom of no place of worship that ever I came in, when a knight and lady should ask for a place to stay, that they should be received and threatened with destruction, even though they be guests." "Sir," said the knight who had come to keep them company, "this is the old custom of this castle, that when a knight comes here, he must have to fight with our lord, and if he is the weaker, he must lose his head. And when that's done, if his lady that he brings with him be uglier than our lord's wife, then she must lose her head as well. And if she's fairer than our lady of the castle, then she shall become the new lady of this castle, and the lady of this castle shall lose her head." "So God help me," said Tristram, "that's a foul custom, and the most shameful that ever I heard. But one advantage have I," said Sir Tristram. "I have a lady that is fair enough, fairer than ever I have seen in all of my days. And I doubt not for the lack of beauty, for she I do not think will lose her head. And rather than I should lose my head, I will fight for it on a fair field. Wherefore, Sir Knight, I pray you, tell your lord that I will make myself ready tomorrow morning, along with my lady, and do battle, and, if it be so, that I may have my horse and my armour." "Sir," said the knight, "I undertake that your desire shall be sped right well." And then he said, "Take your rest, and look that you be up times, and make yourself ready and your lady, for you shall want no thing that you behoveth." And therewith he departed. And on the morn by times that same knight came to Sir Tristram, and fetched him out and his lady, and they brought him horse and armour that was his own, and they bade to make him ready for the field. For all the estates and commons of that lordship were there ready to behold that battle and judgment. Then came Sir Branor, the lord of that castle, with his lady in his hand, muffled, and he asked Sir Tristram where his lady was. "For if that lady is fairer than mine, then with your sword I will smite off my own lady's head. For if my lady is fairer than yours, then with my sword I must smite off her head. Sir, said Tristram, that's a foul custom and horrible, and rather than my lady should lose her head, yet I had never to lose my head. Nay, nay, said Sir Brenor, before we fight, and before you lose your head, then first the ladies must be shown together, and I shall have to give judgment. Nay, I will not so, said Sir Tristram, for there is none that could give such righteous judgment. But I doubt not, said Sir Tristram, that my lady is fairer than yours, and that I will prove and make good with my hand. And whosoever he be that says the contrary, I will prove it upon the field of battle. And therewith Sir Tristram showed the Lady Isolde, and turned her thrice about, with his naked sword in his hand. And when Sir Brenor saw that, he did in the same way turn about his lady. And when Sir Brenor beheld the Lady Isolde, he thought that he had never seen a fairer lady in all his life. And then he dreaded that his lady's head should be off. And so all the people that were there present gave their judgment that the Lady Isolde was the fairer lady and the better maid. How now, said Sir Tristram, meseemeth that it were a pity that my lady should lose her head, but by cause of you she of long time has used this wicked custom, and by you both have many good knights and ladies been destroyed for that cause. It were no loss to destroy you both. So God help me, said Sir Brenor, for to say the truth, your lady is fairer than mine, and that I do regret. And so I hear the people do privily say, for of all women I saw none so fair, and therefore you will have to slay my lady, I doubt not, but I shall slay thee now, and I will have your lady as my wife after I've killed you. You shall not win her in battle, said Sir Tristram, for as there is ever a knight won a lady, and by cause of your own judgment, as you would have done to my lady if she were fouler than yours, then by cause of this evil custom, give me your lady, said Sir Tristram. And therewith Sir Tristram strode upon him, took his lady from him, and there he smote her head clean. Well now, said Sir Brenor, now you've done me an insult. And there we are, halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents. Yes, that's right. Sir Tristram has lopped off the wife of Sir Brenor, cleanly beheaded her, according to the customs of the castle. Not quite what I'd call the most chivalrous thing to do here, guys. I think I'm in the camp that says Sir Tristram was in the wrong here. Bloody hell, these medieval customs were pretty brutal, it seems. And so, yes, it seems that either the Lady Isolde was to lose her head, or the lady of Sir Brenor, who's so unimportant she doesn't even have a name, poor lass, was to lose her head, and it is the wife of Sir Brenor who's lost her head. Was he a no-nonsense guy, or was he actually a guy that was full of a lot of nonsense and carried out the nonsense to the end? I think, Charles, that he was a bit of a heavy nonsense guy. Anyway, Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde are still not clear of trouble, for if Sir Tristram cannot defeat Sir Isolde in battle. Then Sir Branor will take the Lady Isolde as wife, and Sir Tristram will lie dead on the palace grounds with no head upon his shoulders. Ladies and gents, let's finish off tonight's tale as we find out just what happens when these two meet upon the field of battle. Now, said Sir Branor, take your horse, and since I am ladyless now, I will win your lady in battle, and I think that I may. Then the two knights took their horses, rode from each other, came together as if they had been thunder, and Sir Tristram smote Sir Branor clean from his horse at the first stroke. But lightly did Sir Branor rise up when he reached the ground, and then, as Sir Tristram came against him again, he thrust his horse throughout both the shoulders, so that his horse hurled there and fell dead to the ground. Ever then did Sir Branor seize his chance to run up and would have slain Sir Tristram clean if Sir Tristram wasn't so nimble, rolling and voiding his horse lightly. And then on ever did Sir Tristram dress his shield, draw his sword, and gave him 3 or 4 such sad strokes that when they rushed together like two boars, tracing and traversing mightily and wisely as two noble knights. For this did Sir Branor, who was proved a knight, know that had there been the death of many good knights, and it was pity that he had so long endured. Thus the two knights fought together, hurling high and there for nigh 2 whole hours on, and either of them was wounded sore. Then, at the last, Sir Branor rushed up to Sir Tristram, took him in his arms, for he trusted much in his own strength, and then was Sir Tristram called the strongest and the highest knight of all the world, for he was bigger than Sir Lancelot, but Sir Lancelot was nether breathed, and anon Sir Tristram thrust Sir Branor down, grovelling upon the ground. Then did he unlace the helm, throw it to the side, finding his sword, and bring it clean across the neck. Then, with their lord headless, all that belonged to the castle came to Sir Tristram, and they did him homage and fealty, and prayed that he would stay there a little while, to fordo that foul custom. Sir Tristram granted that he would, and the meanwhile one of the knights of the castle rode over to Sir Galahad, the prince, who was Sir Branor's son, and who was also a noble knight. And this man of the castle told Sir Galahad of just what misadventure his father had had, and his mother. Ladies and gents, Sir Tristram, by way of the sword, and perhaps one decapitation too many, has found his way free, and the Lady Isolde is free as well. The Lady Isolde continues to be loved by Sir Tristram and will not have to marry anybody else. But trouble stirs yet, for Sir Galahad has been told of Sir Tristram's deeds, and will surely be hot on Sir Tristram's heels to avenge the death of his father and his mother. And ladies and gentlemen, if you will join me again tonight, not tonight, if you will join me tomorrow night, we'll see just what happens when Sir Galahad comes to face off against Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde in battle. I can't wait, and hope you can't either. Excellent, Gary. I'm glad that you liked it. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad. Sorry, Charles. I'm glad you liked it as well. Thank you, Kathy. I can't wait either. It will be joyous good fun. And hello, Frank. I saw you pop in there. I'm glad you enjoyed it. A good eggnog will lift me right up. I don't think I need much more lifting up at all. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Queen. thank you so much for you guys actually for coming and sharing this with me. And big thanks come to you for all the lovely hearts and sharing and just for being here. Yes, that's a lot of heads rolling. I don't need anything to lift me up, Frank. I am lifted up enough. If anything, I need something to bring me back down to earth, very possibly. That's what I need. But thank you guys, thank you so much. Coming up later tonight in about 8 minutes time though, for those of you who are poetry lovers out there, we will be doing another great English epic. For I will be reading, I will change the hair conditioner. I will be reading Paradise Lost by John Milton. Very much looking forward to doing Paradise Lost, so I hope you guys will join me for that in a few minutes. It's an epic tale and will be a marvellous good fun, so I hope you guys join me for that. But if you can't, then thank you anyway. The Lady Isolde is fine, Frank. She's fine. Head on her shoulders, standing by, not being forced to marry any dodgy lords or knights. So big thanks, Kathy and Poirez. Thank you to Queen and Rob and Frank and Jackie and everybody else who came by but has popped off now. I'm going to run downstairs, grab myself some poetry, grab myself something to drink. Well, I hope you do have sweet dreams. Yes, dodgy knights. We don't want to marry any dodgy knights with strange customs. I will go and grab that stuff and see you guys back up here very, very shortly in a few minutes' time as we go and look at the fall of Lucifer in Paradise Lost. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a pleasure, as always, to read to you guys. Bye-bye.